Hello, my name is Leopoldo Armesto, and in this presentation I will introduce you flow control instructions with Facilino. So this is the outline of the presentation. First I will present the material that we use for this presentation, and then I will present you or explain you about the instructions that we will work with. At the end of the presentation I will introduce you 3 different examples, one working or simulating a hysteresis effect, another one in which we will wait until a condition and then repeat a set of things and break this repetitive loop, and then in the end I will show you an alarm effect with the buzzer which is using a loop. So in this presentation we will work with the board as usual, the Wemos D1R32 board, and also we will work with the Arduino multi-sensor shield. So these are the main instructions that we will work with in this presentation. The first one, it's an if instruction. This instruction allows me to make a decision. So if something is true, then I will execute all the instructions that I put here in this statement input. And then if not, this instruction allows me to implement else if cases, means that I can evaluate other conditions, and at the end I can also evaluate an else conditions. When nothing before it's true, then I can evaluate the else condition too. This instruction has a mutator. This means that we can add as many cases as we want. Just by simply clicking here, it will appear this pop-up window here, and we can add up as many as we want here. And we just simply need to close it, and then the instruction aspect will be modified. This second instruction, it's an instruction in which we wait until 2 values are equal or different or so on. So it's a wait condition instruction. In this instruction here, we will just simply wait for some milliseconds. We actually have seen this instruction in our previous examples. This instruction here, it's used to break a specific loop. It works for loops, but also for while loops too. And this is an instruction in which we perform a while. So whenever this is true, whenever our input is evaluated and true, then we will execute and do the instructions that we put here. So additionally, in this presentation, I will just simply use an advanced buzzer instruction in which we will generate a tone with a varying frequency, as you will see. So in this first example, I will emulate a hysteresis property that we can use, for instance, as to regulate the temperature of our room. So as you know, whenever we want to turn on or off, let's say, a heater, we can use a potentiometer to set the level of temperature that we want. But if we don't implement this hysteresis effect, then the temperature could be varying between the reference that you're putting, and this is not good, specifically if you're using a relay. So that's why we use in most of our temperature control systems like a thermostat. And this is just simply doing, what it's doing is just simply declaring a state variable, which I need to know if I'm on one state or another. So then if the value is above the 2000 and the state it's in this case true, then I will set the sorry, it's false, the state is false, then in this case I will turn on the LED connected to pin D12, and then I will set the state value to true. Okay, and then else if the value that I read on the potentiometer is below 800 and the state is true, then I will set the value to low, the pin of the LED to low, and then set the state to false. Otherwise, the state won't be changed and the LED won't change too. So whenever we're in the middle between 800 and 2000, then depends if we come from let's say for low values or from higher values. and that's the hysteresis effect. Then in this second example, what we're doing is we're waiting at the beginning here in the loop of Arduino. We're waiting until we push a button. So we use these instructions. They are very handy whenever we want to wait until we press a button to start our program, for instance. So we have to wait until the button or the value we read is low, and then we implement here a loop in which we are just simply doing a blink with the LED connected to pin D12, and in this will stop blinking whenever we push the other button, the button connected to pin D3. Okay, so this will, when this condition is true, then we will break the loop, this particular loop, the while loop. And then finally, here in this example, what I'm doing is an alarm effect. Basically, what I'm doing is generating variable frequency. It starts with this value here, and then I'm in a while loop. I'm just simply waiting for the condition. It's meanwhile it's below this other value. Then I will just generate a sound, and on each iteration I'm incrementing a 3% of the previous frequency, so it's an increase in frequency. And then I do the same thing, but I have different waiting conditions. And as you will see, this is generating a kind of alarm effect, as you will see later. Okay, so in this presentation, I have introduced you how to use flow control instructions with Facilino. Thank you very much.